Hello, my name is Sunny Gordon. Today I'll be presenting my applied project, The Effectiveness of Teaching Functional Communication Using TouchChat in Enhancing Independent Mending for Preferred Edibles in Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder. So my specific research question is, will teaching functional communication using TouchChat increase my client Dawn's independent request for preferred snacks during the snack time? And the rationale for this research is to help him build stronger communication skills as he does not have other modes of communication for now, just very limited sign language. And so help him to express his needs and wants and to support his independence and strengthen his ability to communicate with others, and also to reduce his frustration and other challenging behaviors. So for participant and setting, my participant named Don is a 5-year-old boy diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And like I mentioned, he has been using some sign language, but not so much. And he would grab other people's hand to get what he wants. So then this study took place in his home environment during the snack time. And materials we used were iPad with the TouchChat app and variety of his favorite snacks like blueberries and crackers. And because he struggles to ask his preferred items, he would often just reach or take it or take other people's hand. That teaching him functional communication is socially significant. And that this study demonstrates strong social validity as we're addressing a meaningful skill that improves his independence, reduces frustration, and improves his ability to interact with others, which all aligns with his parents' wish and concerns as well. And previous research have shown that in study in 2020, that function communication training with AAC devices like TouchChat help children with autism communicate more independently. And also in 2018, study highlights that teaching multiple ways to mend, like using words, signs, or AAC, can reduce frustration and build strong communication skills across different settings. And so for my study, the method that I used is ABAB design, reverser design, that I wanted to see if there's any function relation with my baseline and intervention. And so that in this case, my independent variable is teaching communication using TouchChat. And dependent variable is a number of independent snack requested using TouchChat. And data were collected by recording the frequency of his independent snack requests during each session. And so then for the baseline, only independent TouchChat requests were marked and praised, so no other prompts were given. And for intervention, he was taught to use the TouchChat with prompts and reinforcement if he did not use it independently. So to further explain, for the baseline, I had snacks and TouchChat right beside, and I marked if he used the TouchChat independently. And if he did not, that was it, no prompts were given. But then for the intervention, I did the same, snacks and TouchChat beside. And if he did it independently, I marked it correct. But if he did not, I provided verbal prompts like, show me, what do you want? Or provided gestural prompt like a point prompt. So then the results, as you can see from my graph, that my first baseline, he did not independently use TouchChat much. It's ranging between 0 to 20%. And even for the second baseline, he used TouchChat 0 to 40%. Whereas during intervention, his independent request increased across sessions. The first intervention ranged 20 to 80%, and the second intervention even higher and stable, 60 to 80%. so that the increase in independent mending during intervention phases and the drop during return to baseline suggest a functional relation. And for my discussion, the results of the study show that the teaching communication using TouchChat effectively increased independent requests for preferred snacks. And that by the end of intervention, Dawn was able to use TouchChat independently to request other items without any prompts, which was very cool that he generalized his skill on his own, and that this was something that he couldn't do before. I also conducted a fidelity check by recording myself during the session to make sure that I was consistently following the intervention procedures as I planned. However, my study has limitations that I only had one single participant under one limited setting, which was home, and there were some potential risk for prompt dependency. And also, we used TouchChat 24. So I wonder if results may have been different if we use TouchChat 12 to make it easier or TouchChat 48. So the future studies could expand on this. So the sample size, generalized items as well. We only used blueberries and crackers. And generalized environments, could have conducted the study in home and school. And more variety of prompts, not just verbal and gestural. But overall, I have learned that teaching functional communication not only builds essential skills, but also creates meaningful changes that supports both individual and their family. Mom was just so happy and excited about his progress, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. I appreciate your time. Thank you.